It's Angela. Hi. How do I look? It's morning. Didn't sleep very well, but didn't sleep very well last night. In my pajamas, to be totally honest. I did this once before, talking into the camera, and that I just woke up this morning and decided to do it again. There's some things I want to say. I feel like I could sit down and I could write this like I write so many blog posts, and there you go, you have another blog post, more words. But I feel like this time it's important to see the person behind the words, to see who I am and to understand how I feel. And the people who I would love to see this will probably never see this, but I'm still putting it out there. Pardon my my messy house behind me here. It's been having a time of it, and I really didn't sleep very well last night. I've got a lot on my mind. I try so hard not to let the fact that her birth story is being linked all over the place bother me, but it does. And that's part of why I'm doing this, because I want people to see that I'm a mom. I'm the person behind that birth story. Me and my husband, we have a little girl named Charlotte who we miss very, very much. And it's so easy on the internet to just say, oh, I found this birth story and I'm going to link it into this blog because they're talking about deaths in Oregon, children who die, babies who die in Oregon, they're talking about midwives in Oregon. And then people just start commenting about your blog and about your life and about your baby, and they don't know who you are, and they don't know that you have feelings and that it hurts very, very much for them to speculate about how your baby died and what happened, and on and on and on. They weren't there. No, if you weren't there, I think you have no right to speculate about what happened, honestly. It's none of your business, really, and I've put it out on the internet, so now it's become public knowledge, I guess. Well, not public knowledge, but it's become available to the public. And I don't want to delete this blog. That's not what I want to do. And I don't want to respond. I'm not going to go to those websites and respond to them, because that just might bring more down on me. I just want to show people, this is me. I'm in my pajamas. It's nearly 10 in the morning. I'm a mom of 2 babies who I love very much, and I have a midwife who I care about and who is a part of our family and who I love very much. It's easier for her, I think, than it is for me to roll with this kind of stuff, because to just accept it, it's her job. It comes with being a midwife. Midwifery has always been a controversial occupation, and she loves what she does. She loves babies, and she loves moms, and loves dads, and she's an amazing midwife, really amazing midwife, and she's good at her job. I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to be there when my babies were born. She means a lot to me, and I think that, you know, that's part of why this is so hard, and why when things like this have come up before, it's so hard, because she means so much to me, and it's so much more than a doctor-client relationship. And I just want to say that there's so many things out there, and I don't even know the full extent, because I've had to make myself stop looking. Even though I want to look, I have to stop looking, because it's going to make me crazy to read what people are saying about what happened with Charlotte. But I just want to say, I just want to look right into the camera and say that sometimes birth doesn't go the way we like. And birth is risky, no matter what. Granted, it's just different having a baby out of hospital. I'm not going to say what's more risky or not. I don't want to get into that. But my husband and I are believers, and we prayed about it, and we made the choice to have Charlotte out of hospital, and we felt fine with that. We felt at peace with that. God gave us peace in our hearts, and we feel like it was the right decision to have her there, and we don't regret it at all. And sometimes babies just die. It's so hard because we live in a developed country. It's so hard to wrap the mind around that. Like before I lost Charlotte, I didn't really understand. I didn't know that babies still died so often as they do. But they do. It's just sometimes things go wrong. And in the case of Charlotte, I want to say that we had an autopsy done, and she didn't die because of lack of oxygen at birth, and she didn't die because of birth trauma, and she didn't die because she wasn't resuscitated properly. It wasn't any of that. We don't know why she died. Her cause of death is listed as unknown. But the autopsy report does state that her lungs looked like those of a stillborn baby's, that they simply did not look like they inflated. And I wonder, had she not been born a little bit early, well, not early, she was full term, I wonder if she would have been stillborn. I do. I think about that. And I believe that perhaps God granted us the that chance to labor with her and to have her born into a peaceful place, and to see her sweet face for a moment before she was taken away via ambulance and then via life flight. And people might say that I'm foolish, and they have said I'm foolish, and that I'm kidding myself, and that I can't accept that I made a poor choice, and so I'm just blindly going forward with trust and faith in my midwives and what happened. But I don't blame them. I have no blame in my heart for what happened. I honestly believe that Charlotte was not well, and it's not clear-cut on an autopsy. But, it was a totally normal labor. Her heart tones were fine. The fetal heart tones were fine the whole labor. I saw a perinatologist midway through the pregnancy, and everything was fine. He saw nothing of concern, and I was well monitored, and I had that extra care, extra ultrasound, and whatever happened was not the midwife's fault. And I think it's so easy to blame them because we want to find fault when something like that happens, when a sweet little innocent baby dies. But it's just part of birth, and thankfully it's less a part of birth now than it was even 50 years ago. And so I just wanted to put this out there, and like I said, the people who I want to see it will probably never see it. But I just want to say that I'm Angela, and I have a little girl named Charlotte who is no longer with us, and I love her. I miss her very much. And while I am a statistic, I'm much more than that. I am much more than that. And so I hope that you consider that. Consider my feelings, and consider my heart, and consider the fact that I lost a baby. I lost somebody who a mother should never have to lose her child. Thank you for watching and listening, and I hope this all blows over. I'm sure it will. This one is just a little more intense than it's been prior. So, thank you for listening.